to come to you before I started my first meeting. I have a long day of meetings. Um, to tell you to buckle up because the worst is yet to come. I've been saying this for months, if not a year at least. Um, and you're seeing now what the potential is. So I have all these people reaching out to me since, George Floyd. Everybody wants to be an anti-racist organization. Everybody wants to have an anti-racist community. Everybody wants to have an anti-racist event. And yet when these people reach out to me, they have no really idea what that means. And they've proven from the lack of moving forward that they're not ready to do the work. That has been, I keep getting these really nice messages of, yeah, we're going to stick with what we're doing just to see how that works before what you're doing is not anti-racist. So sticking with that does not help you move to anti-racism. And it also is enlightening that it's like the white folks keep getting to decide where they draw the line, how much work they're going to do. And then you see the Pew Research that says 45% of white people, only 45% of white people believe, now get this, that support or somewhat support. So I have a problem with that. How the validity of that question, because support and somewhat support. Maybe it needs to be on a scale of 1 to 5 or something. So I have a problem with that languaging of that question. But whatever. Um, Only 45% of white people either support or somewhat support Black Lives Matter. This is the problem. And it is about to get worse. And so in the news, you see today Trump going hard against the CDC director. The CDC has lost its reputation of trust, and that is it's gonna impact millions of people in this country because if you cannot trust, first of all, Black folks and haven't trusted the medical healthcare um, system since forever because of the things that this system has done to us. And so you have the CDC not being trusted. So you have the director coming out and trying to make a hard line in the sand, and then you have a president who says, well, he just must be confused because he doesn't understand. How the fuck does this man who could barely put a sentence together, how am I to believe that he knows more than even a white, mediocre, unremarkable CDC director? At least he has some medical experience. Trump has not even had a successful business that has not been through the path of litigation, harm, and fraud. So it's even to say that is harmful. And it gets worse. So now Barr is thinking about arresting the mayor of Portland. It's like, and people are screaming about that. And then I see oh, I can't think of his name right now. It was the black guy who was a former chairman of the RNC. He was talking last night. He was like, "Save who you can save," and this is what y'all don't get. When you refuse, and this is my problem with fucking Bernie Sanders. When you refuse to call out white supremacists, when you refuse to call out racism, you let this shit slide and you get to say something else. You get to disguise it as something else. These 45, that means if 45% believe, that means 65% of white people do not support or somewhat support Black Lives Mattering. 4 more years of this president will be on white people. You will not be able to say it's economic anxiety. Because in the last 4 years, your economic situation, unless you're in the top tier, has gotten far worse than ever. And that's the fucking data. And that's why I do love listening to former Republicans or Republicans who are not Trumpers have these conversations because I get a perspective and they really bring the data. Um, because they're so pissed about this. Now I know that they want to go back to the status quo. I get that. So you're not pulling the wool over my eyes, but they are bringing the data. This is the worst economy we've ever had. And it is it's mind blowing that you have people who are willing to die for white supremacy, but that's what it is. There is nothing redeemable about whiteness. Whiteness was designed for chaos and destruction. That is all it knows how to do. And between now and the election, you're gonna see some shit you have never seen before. But oh my God, if he loses between November and January, it will be okay, between now and the election, it is do everything or we're gonna do we're pulling out every stop. We are making shit up. We are destroying we are coming out it from everything from November to January. If he loses, it will be a destroy mission. They will do everything in their power to destroy this country, destroy this already racist ass democracy. They are gonna go head on because white supremacy does not have a redeeming thing. It is designed for chaos and destruction. There is no bottom. I said this before, I need you to stop looking for a bottom. So you good white folks who still sitting back deciding, yeah, we believe what Black Lives Matter, but we're not gonna pay Black people who understand this. We're gonna steal their content. We're gonna appropriate it. We're gonna pretend that we're Black. All these things are gonna harm you because at this point, to align yourself with whiteness is to align yourself with your inhumanity. To align yourself with racism and anti-race and developing an anti-racist practice is to align yourself with reclaiming your humanity. And if you don't get that, and that we get there together or not at all, then this is on y'all. This is on y'all. And I'm gonna if he is the president for 4 years, more years, oh, you best believe every fucking day every white person I see, your fault, your fault, your fault, your fault. It is just what it is. Don't blame nobody. I'm not gonna hear shit else. It's your fault. So get off your lazy, mediocre, unremarkable asses and take action. 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 Racist is a noun. Anti-racism is a verb. Take action because this shit's about to get fucked. It's gonna be worse than any horror movie, any thriller you have ever seen in your life. And this shit is real life. These motherfuckers do not. Everybody's talking about like Barr, he used to be. No, he did not used to be. He's always been this. He's just never had this. Is what is happening is you have a Trump, you have a McConnell, you have a all Barr, you have all these people, and at a moment, it's the moment that's changed, not them. They've always been this. It's the moment that's changed. And so they've been preparing for this moment their whole fucking lives. Get off your ass and do the work. Have a great day.